Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
Right? It's not bothered about the priority. Even if the thread has the maximum priority or the minimum priority, doesn't matter. When we say thread.sleep, the current thread goes to sleep for so and so. The argument it takes is in milliseconds. I'm passing 2000. The current thread sleeps for 2000 milliseconds.
Yeah. So, but just to see the effect of priority, can you comment this line, thread.sleep?
You want to comment this line? Yeah. I just confirm. Okay. You want to run this? See? Even that, I'm not able to see. Right?
Yeah, can you remove the try catch block here from here?
We cannot remove that because join throws a checked exception, interrupted exception, and a checked exception needs to be handled.
No, remove the try catch with the join. Remove the, yeah.
Oh, you want to remove the whole thing?
Yeah, I just want to see how it executes.
Okay, no problem. See, if you see it, the last line, this got executed first because there is no control for the main method. No one is stopping it, right? It's not dependent on any other thread. So it got executed way before thread 1 and thread 2.
So even if we set a priority high, it does not matter.
Yes. Yes. The JVM or the thread scheduler doesn't honor the priority. We say, it might influence, but no, it cannot. It's not guaranteed. The Java thread scheduler doesn't honor the priority.
And same thing with the set daemon thing also. The set daemon basically reduces the priority, right? It runs in the background, but it has no effect here.
Yes. Yes. But in code, we usually don't put daemon threads. And, actually the JVM has some threads, has some daemon threads. But, maybe we do in very rare scenarios, but we don't usually make the threads that we create as daemon threads because we create threads because we want to execute them faster and, there is need for the task to get completed on whatever we are trying to achieve with the thread. So we don't usually put daemon as true for the threads that we create. We usually don't do that. So any doubts on join, sleep methods? Sleep is basically the current thread, no matter what, the priority, low priority, high priority. The current thread goes to sleep for the specific milliseconds, the time that is specified for the sleep method. The current thread goes to sleep for that specific time. And once it is done with the sleep time, it comes to the runnable.
Oh, okay. So I can't do T1.sleep from main.
Here?
Yeah, because of it.
See, Right. See, sleep is a static method. It's not that you cannot say it. Sleep is a static method, right? Like it gets executed as per the thread class. Usually, we don't call sleep on an object because it doesn't make sense for calling the static method on an object. So usually we say thread dot sleep, which makes the currently executing thread to sleep for the specific millisecond. It doesn't make sense to call t1.sleep here. It's a warning. There are some kind of things which Java discourages, but it doesn't prevent by doing a compilation error, but it gets you warning. This symbol, what you see here, it's the warning that it is giving. When we do that, when we have some warning, it's not a clean code.
Okay.
So sleep is a static method. But if you see join, it's an instance method. We call the join on a specific set object. But sleep is a static method. And sleep and join both are coming from the object class. Even all these methods that you see here, start, run, set name, set priority, daemon, join, interrupt, initialize, all these methods are from the thread class. This is what we have discussed, right? The sleep method. The sleep method causes the currently running thread. It's not bothered about you call it on T1 or T2, but we shouldn't be doing that because it is a static method. Whatever the thread that is currently executing, it makes the current thread to sleep for the specified number of milliseconds. It blocks the thread for at least a specified number of milliseconds because it is sleeping, so it is blocked for the time. At the minimum, it is blocked for the specific time. Folks, any doubts on this? Okay. So another method is the yield method. So what is the yield method? Yield is like the current thread is trying to yield to some other thread, right? The currently running thread tries to yield to the other thread. So how does it happen? It goes to the runnable state. So for which thread it tries to yield, it tries to yield, or it tries to give a chance to the other thread that has the same priority as the current thread. It tries to yield to other thread which has the same priority as that thread. So let's say I have three threads, T1, T2, and T3. All these three threads have the same priority. And let's say you have some other threads, T4, T5, which have some different priority. But this T1, T2, and T3 has the same priority. So when, let's say T1 is getting executed. When I say T1 dot yield, what happens? T1 comes to the runnable state and any of the threads with the same priority. So what are the threads with the same priority? T1, T2, and T3. The thread scheduler picks any of the three threads. Sometimes it picks the same thread, the same T1, which is making the yield, the effect of the yield method is 0. T1 tried to yield, but the thread scheduler, there might be chances of the thread scheduler picking the same thread again. So to call to the yield method does nothing. The same thread went to runnable and the same thread came to running. There are chances for that as well. That is about the yield method. So we can call the yield method on a thread object. See, what happens when I say thread.yield? The currently running thread tries to yield to the other threads, which has the same priority. So let's say, I've created 3 threads. I've given same priority to these 2 and I've set a different priority. So when executed, let's say when T2 is getting executed, when we ask the T to yield, so what happens? The thread scheduler picks one among this T and T2. When say yield, it tries to pick one among this T and T2. When we say thread.yield, the current thread yields to other threads which has the same priority as itself. So, like the join thread guarantees the execution of it, but the other things, I mean, they're not, the behavior is not really guaranteed.
So, Neha, does it mean like T will be stopped and T2 will be continued, something like this?
Sorry, T will be stopped?
Like when you say yield, that T will be stopped and T2 thread will be continued.
Yeah, but it is not guaranteed. It tries to execute the threads within the same priority. It tries to pick the thread within the same priority, but there are chances it again picks T. Instead of giving a chance to another thread, there are chances of it picking, the same thread which has gone to runnable or which has tried to yield. The thread scheduler might pick the same thread also. Because when it tries to get the threads with that specific priority in the runnable state, even this thread has the same priority, right? So there are chances of the thread scheduler picking the same thread also. Hello? Venkat, are you clear?
No, it was completely breaking.
See, what I'm trying to say is, when we say yield, what happens is the current thread try to yield to the other threads which has the same priority as itself. You understand that? At least that is clear for you, Venkat?
Okay, means that is not like means it won't it won't give it 100%, but there are chances like
exactly. Yes. See, for example, T has 1 priority and T2 has 1 priority. Let's say if T is getting executed and it's called the yield method. So what happens? It goes to the runnable state. So what are the threads that we have in the runnable state with priority 1? T and T2. So the thread scheduler picks one among T and T2. It can pick T2 or it can pick T. There might be some chances wherein it picks T also. Meaning it tried to yield, but the effect of yield method is 0. Right?
So 10 is higher priority and 1 is lower priority, right?
Yes. But the thread scheduler doesn't honor the priority completely. We cannot say that the priority thread gets the precedence and the low priority thread. That is not guaranteed. When it comes to thread, very little is guaranteed.
Yep.
So, any other questions?
Can you just show the code? Can you just scroll up the Eclipse ID? Just
you want to see the console or you want to see the code?
Code.
This one?
Yeah, that's it. In this case, how can we determine that which thread is calling the yield?
Current thread. There will be a thread which is calling the run method, right? The currently thread yields. Same case with sleep or yield. When you put the code here, the current thread goes, the current thread yields.
Okay, but since we have called T.start, T2.start, and T3.start,
we are not sure which executes the run method first, right? We have started the thread. We cannot guarantee, like we have started thread T first. It executes the run method first. That is not guaranteed, right? The thread need not execute in the same order as started, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Folks, any other doubts? You don't have any doubts? Folks, I have already emailed this code to you. So I want you to look at the code multiple times, understand it, and then you try to write the same code yourself and see the output. How is it behaving? Try to write code to create threads using different ways, like extending the thread class, implementing the runnable interface. Try to achieve what you exactly want. You want to calculate a factorial of a number, or you want to, do something with the thread. Try it yourself.
Neha?
Yes?
Yes, Prateek here. I have not got this code as well as I think before you were saying some interview question also is in this code. I'm not sure. So these things I have not got. So do I have to mail to you?
Okay. I mean, usually whoever people have enrolled, they share the email IDs with me. So folks,
Yeah.
I'll check about these, communication or missing email IDs with you. Just put your email ID here, Prateek. I'll check with them and I'll send it to you.
Sure. Because before you sent the materials that I got it, but later on I have not got it.
Oh, really? I mean, apologies from my side. Please provide me your email ID on the chart so that it will be taken care.
Sure.
Folks, if any others, I have Yogesh for an email. If someone has not received it, please put your email ID on the chart so that it will be taken care. So, folks, if you don't have any doubts, you guys can go out with the WebEx session. I'm just waiting for Prateek to give his email ID. Okay.
Yeah, you got it?
Yes, I got it. Okay, folks, if you don't have any doubts, just call it a day, and in tomorrow's class, we'll be discussing the rest of the methods and thread. We write code using the synchronized keyword. Like, we see the code like when we make a method asynchronized, making a method asynchronized, and making a block as synchronized. We have discussed it, but we haven't written the code, right? So after discussing like these methods here we go ahead and we see the code using the synchronized keyword, and we discuss about the thread tools tomorrow. And after threads, we'll be moving on to collections. So folks, try doing it yourself is what I just repeat saying. Okay, folks, thanks for attending the session.
Yeah, thank you.
Good night. Folks, Yogesh and Prateek, you should be receiving these things by tomorrow, else please remind me in tomorrow's class. I'll make sure I'll send it, but in the worst case, if I forget, please don't forget to remind me.
Sure.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Neha.
Good night, folks.
Thank you.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website h2kinfosys.com. On our website h2kinfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.